Ukulele Saz, welcome back to another video. This is Highland Girl by Nathan Evans, which is a really fun Scottish folk, a modern Scottish folk song. I really hope you enjoy this one. It's super upbeat and has lots of really exciting, fun strumming and rhythm patterns in it as well. Guaranteed to be a good one to play with your friends. So let's get started. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to my channel so that you'll get notified whenever I post a new video each week. If you really like my stuff, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee page where you can support me as a ukulele teacher in Glasgow, Scotland. You can buy me a coffee or you can join one of my membership tiers. You can join my Tab Shack where you'll get all of my lesson materials and resources, weekly challenges, detailed song sheets. And you can also join my Jam Hut where you'll get access to a live lesson each month online with me. It's a really lovely little community, so don't forget to check that out too. Okay, so Highland Girl by Nathan Evans. Like many Scottish folk songs, we use the 1, the 4 and the 5, the 1st, 4th and 5th chords of the key. This song is actually in the key of G sharp, so it would be G sharp, C sharp add 9 and D sharp. But just to make this a little bit easier for us ukulele players, and so that we can really have fun playing this with our friends and make it accessible to even those beginner players, we are going to play this just half a step down in the key of G major. So the chords that we are going to need are G, we are going to need C add 9, and we're going to need D. A C add 9 is a C chord, which is the notes C, E and G, plus the 9th note of the scale. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D. So we've got that D note in there as well. So that D note rings throughout the song. So that's your little theory nugget for today in this lesson. Now there's 2 chord progressions in this song. The song uses pretty much the same chord progression throughout, apart from verse 3, which is a little kind of bridge, and the chord progression slightly changes. But we'll focus on the main chord progression. So your main chord progression is going to sound like this. We have G, C add 9, G, D, G, C add 9, C add 9, D, G. Quite fast, isn't it? Now the timing of this is quite slow, as in the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, which sounds like it would be quite slow. But when we strum this, it's very fast, so we actually fit 2 different strumming patterns into one bar, like this. Super fast, like a lot of Scottish music. If you've been to a ceilidh or you've heard Scottish folk music, you'll hear that everything's really fast and everything's really upbeat, and this sounds just like that. So this is going to give us a really good way to understand counting and 16th notes and semiquavers, which is just taking things up a little level, but I guarantee you will be able to do it. So step 1 with the strumming pattern is getting the timing of the chords. So we are going to have G, G for 2, C add 9 for 2, G for 2, then D for 2, then G for 2, C add 9 for 2, C and D and G. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 for the last bar of the chord progression. C, D, G. Just be sure to hold on to that C add 9 chord from the 3rd bar into the 4th. So let's play that through a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, and G, 2, C add 9, 4, G, 2, D, 4, G, 2, C add 9, 4, C, D, G, and again, G, 2, C add 9, 4, G, 2, D, 4, G, 2, C add 9, 4, C and D and G. And you really want to get that comfortable first before we start coming into our different chord progressions. That was step 1. Step 2, we are going to do down, down, up, down, up. Now there are a few different ways that you can strum this song. The song kind of picks up and drops at certain parts, the momentum slightly changes. So it's good to have a couple of strumming patterns up your sleeve so that you can choose accordingly. You might want to do one with less strums in it for the verses. You might want to do one with more strums in the chorus because it's a little bit more fast and upbeat sounding. So let's look at a couple of different options. We've got down, down, up, which is normally 1, 2, and 4 and. But because we are doing one strumming pattern for each chord, it's double the speed. So we're going to count in semiquavers. So we're going to count 1 and E and 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and. Sound confusing? Let's see if we listen to it and it makes it a little bit easier. 1 and E and a 3 and E and a 1 and E and a 3 and E and a. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Very similar to some strumming patterns that you've done before. So if we put that in with our chord progression, we'll go nice and slowly. It also helps to count this out while you play it, just to really ingrain the counting in your head as well as the strumming. So do it with the down, down, up, and try it with 1 and E and a 3 and E and a 1 and E and a 3 and E and a. Just to really get that in your head. So let's give this strumming pattern a go. 1, 2, 3, and G, C at 9, G, D, G, C at 9, C, D, G. Didn't go over that bit, did I? So the last bar where you've got C and D and G, we're just going down, 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 down for the C and the D. So C at 9, D and G. So it's all down, down, up for each chord. And when we get to that last C at 9 and D, it's down, 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 up, like this. 1, 2, 3, and G, C at 9, E and a G, E and a D, E and a G, E and a C, C, D, G. So that's one option for you. 1 and E and a 3 and D and a. We could also take that up a little bit. We could do 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a. All we're doing there is adding in one extra strum. We're adding in one down strum. So rather than doing down, down, up, and having that little pause, we're going to go down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So it would be 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and a. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1 and 2 E and a 3 and 4 E and a down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Remember, you can check this all out on my lesson materials on my Buy Me a Coffee page. It's part of the Tab Shack. You will get this broken down in detail so that you can see how it's written out in a count of 4, as well as the actual strumming pattern as well. So we would do, let's try this together. Remember, nice and slowly. So 1, 2, 3, and down, 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 up, C at 9, down, up, G, D, G, C at 9, C at 9, D and G. Let's do it a little bit faster this time. 1, 2, 3, and G, C at 9, down, G, G, down, D, D, down, G, G, D and the C at 9, E and the C and D and G. And that's that. So take a bit of time with the strumming pattern, do it nice and slowly, get the counting, get the downs, get the 1 and 2 and, etc, etc. Practice your chord changes nice and slowly at the beginning and gradually bring this all together. If you want to give it a little bit of an extra kick, we can also place emphasis on different parts. I like to place emphasis on the second down, which is the 1 and. So it'll be 1 and, 1 and, 2 E and the 3 and 4 E and the 1 and 2 E and the 3 and 4 E and the 1 and 2 E and the 3 and 4 E and the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 E and the. Just to give it that little bit more punch. So that means we've got 3 different ways that we can strum along to this song. Now you can also change it if you want to do something totally different, that's absolutely fine. But this gives you 3 options. You can do down, down, up, down, up. You can do down, 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 up, down, up. You can do down, 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 up, and emphasise the one and. You could also do that with the down, down, up as well. It's entirely up to you. But having those options just gives you things to work with. So different parts of the song, you can just change the momentum. You can make it seem a bit bigger and brighter. You can maybe calm it down a little bit. It just keeps the song interesting, varying from verse to chorus, etc. as well. Okay, so verse 3 or the bridge is a little bit, but it kind of spins off slightly. You can feel that the song changes direction, and that's just because the chord progression slightly changes. We are spending longer on each chord, so rather than changing every 2 beats, 1, 2, 3, 4, what we're doing this time is we're changing every 4 beats. So let's have a look at this one. We're going to play G, 2, 3, 4, C at 9, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C at 9, 2, 3, 4, C at 9, D and G. Did you notice anything there? What's actually happened is, rather than playing the song in a count of 4 with 2 beat changes, we're actually doing the same chord progression but lengthening it out. So rather than doing G2, so G2, C4, G2, D4, we're going G2, 3, 4, C at 9, 2, 3, 4. So everything's just lasting twice as long. 2, 3, 4. And that is the spin-off kind of part of the song. Now, with the strumming pattern, you could do the same thing. You could go, you would just do 2 for each. C, G, and notice how that just makes the song feel a lot slower and more calm. It's calmed down a little bit, and you can really hear that if you listen to the song as well. Really interesting what you can do with just some small changes. Same chord progression, just lengthening the amount of time we play each chord for. Okay, so now we're going to do a play along. I'm going to play the chorus, the instrumental in verse 1, and I'll let you hear how verse 3 sounds as well, just so that you can hear the contrast of everything being put together. But I hope you have fun playing this one with your groups as well, or playing it by yourself. As I said, it really does give you a nice little taste of Scottish folk music, especially modern Scottish folk music. Nathan Evans is great. You should check Nathan Evans out because he's really good. Are we ready? Start from G. 1, 2, 3, so we dance so late. To And that is Highland Girl by Nathan Evans. Really fun song, really nice and easy. It allows you to really get into some fast strumming patterns with some fast chord changes. It's the same thing over and over, so have fun with this chord progression. Have fun with this song. Let me know what you think about it. Tell me in the comments below. Check out my Buy Me a Coffee page for all of the song sheets and lesson materials. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll get updated weekly, and I will see you the next time.